Hello, hi guys. Welcome to day 2 of our spring challenge for more flexibility and mobility. Today we are unlocking the hips and releasing any tension from hours of sitting with these hip openers like pigeon pose, yogi squat, malasana, or more advanced like a dancer. We will move more freely and feel more grounded throughout the practice. Your hips will thank you for this. So when you're ready, let's meet on the mat. You would need for today's practice one block. If you don't have any, grab a thick book, this would be sufficient. So come on all fours with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips joints. Now start moving from your hips, rotating your pelvis in one direction. Really nice, intuitive movements. Then change direction to counterpose those circles. Really nice fluid movement. This isn't about how deep you go, it's about how it feels in your body. Great. Now push your hips back on the heels, come through a cat into cow and back into child's pose on your heels. These gentle movements are like waves coming and rolling through the entire spine, going. Really nice first movements of the day maybe. So be careful, stay connected to your breath. Think soft here, not perfect. We are not performing, we are practicing. It's your practice. Great. Now open up your right knee to the side and close back. Inhale, exhale, close. Use the strength of your right glutes. Inhale, up, exhale, down. And then right away some nice circles from your right hip. Back and up and back one more time. Nice fluid movement. Straighten your right leg and go across your left leg for knee to chest, and straighten your right leg across, and then again knee to chest. Keep going like this. Keep breathing and extend your legs behind you. And then stay here in this extension and start pulsing with your foot. You can go on your forearms and feel nice sensation in your right outer hip. Move slowly like you're exploring your body for the first time. And then cross your legs like this, going with your feet apart, and rock forth and back with your hips. We are preparing our body for more advanced position from Gomukh Asana, and we sit down between the feet. If this is too much on your hips, on your knees, take a block and sit on the block so you can elevate yourself and your knees can go down and more grounded. And then for side bend with your right arm over the head and change the sides. Each movement each sides for 2 times. Great. And then come to the center and to the right. Now place your hands in front of you with a nice little swing, and then we are changing the sides. Easy circles just to loosen up the muscles around the hips. And now with your left knee to the side, opening up like a hydrant and then back down. Open and close. And two more. And start with your circles back, front from your left hip joint. Nice and easy. Straighten your left leg and cross it over the right, and come with your knee to your chest and repeat this combination. This combines strength of the glutes with nice long stretch of the outer hip. One more time, and then stay here with some pulsing, bringing your left heel towards the ground, and then cross your legs for the 𝒘𝐻 prep, swinging your hips forward and back as deep as you can. You can always stay here. If the seated position is too much on your hips or your knees, please be careful always with your joints, so no pain in your joints, just a nice stretch. Go as far as you can, and then side stretch 3 times for each side, opening the body from the hips to your fingertips. And then, very good. Now your feet in front of you, with opening the knee to the side, coming on the edge of the foot, one at a time. Avoid rounding your spine, just pushing your chest to the front, and then both knees to the sides for a butterfly. Open your feet and then close. Open and close. Now 90 degree position, so front leg is 90 degree, back left. Extend your left arm towards your right knee and push from your knees, lifting your hips up. And again, across the mat to the right edge of your mat, and then push into both knees to lift your hips up. One more time. Push your hips forward and up. Great. And now try to extend your left leg back. Just one more time. Okay. Extend your left leg back for your pigeon pose. We are trying to engage your pelvis muscles in the pigeon pose, so we have opening and strengthening at the same time. Lift your pelvis up, pushing your foot into the ground, lift up, tension and release when coming down, and release. Very nice. One more time, squeeze your legs together, lift your hips up and then down. Tuck your back toes for downward facing dog with a open hip to the side, knee to the sky. And for pigeon, inhale, gaze forward, and the same here. Open up your hip in your downward facing dog and come into pigeon pose. One more time, inhale, open up your hip, and then pigeon. Slowly put your knee down. Come into downward facing dog. Open up, stay here for one breath more, pressing your left heel to the ground, and come into your pigeon. And 90-90, so we are switching the sides. Stay in 90-90, and with your right arm towards your left edge of the mat, push your hips up and engage your glutes, and the same combination for a couple of times. Inhale, really engage your thighs and your glutes when lifting your pelvis and pressing and pushing your knees into the ground. Using the inhalation to lift up and lift. Inhale and exhale, release. Good. Now pigeon pose on this side. So right leg back. When you drop your hips to the left too much, take a block and place the block underneath your left hip so you can elevate here. You can stay here or go for this intense stretch and strength, lifting your pelvis up, squeezing your legs together and releasing with exhalation. And release. Inhale. When this is too much, this is quite intense, as I said, stay in your pigeon, elevated pigeon. This is so nice for your hips as well. Tuck your back toes for downward facing dog, opening your hip to the right side and come into pigeon. Inhale, open up, dropping your hips to the side and then opening this leg up. Great. Pushing your hands into the mat so you can really lift your leg towards the sky and pushing your right heel down. And come into your pigeon. Stay here. Feel nice stretch in your right hip flexor and come on your hands and into Baddha Konasana, dynamic. So your butterfly, open and close, staying nice and tall in your spine. And then now we are going for a yogi squat. You can grab a block if your feet are off the ground and just sit down on the block. You can put the block higher if you need to, so just adjust the block and adjust this position so you can feel comfortable in this seat. Bring your hands in front of your heart and straighten your legs in forward fold and sit down again. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, straighten your legs as far as you can, and back into Malasana. So we are closing and opening the hips by turning the feet to the front and to the sides. Now open your arms up and stand up from the strength of your glutes and your legs, your quads. And drop your hips down with control and go up. Great. One more time. As deep as you can and stand up. Close your feet together. Now we are balancing on one foot. You can always use a wall as a help for your balance. Bring your knees, or one knee, your right knee to the chest, to the side, and grab your foot, opening your right quad and knee to chest, stretching your glutes to the sides like a tree pose, and then grab your foot and open your left arm up. Last time, knee to chest, open up to the side and grab your foot for a dancer pose. Kick with your foot against your hand, really nice, kicking and leaning slightly forward with your chest. Keep your balance, keep your gaze focused and release. Now the other side, as I said, just go on the wall and support yourself in your balance. The same with your left leg. Grab your foot, extend your right arm forward, up, knee to chest, to the side, and then back. And the last time of this combination of 3 movements for 3 different hip angles. It's so nice for increasing range of motion in your hip joint. And for dancer, keeping this pressing of the foot into the hand and then releasing. Shake your legs off. Inhale, rise your arms up and down for forward fold. Inhale halfway up and then step back for your low lunge with your left foot to the front and tilt your pelvis forward so you can straighten your back and going deep with your hip towards your left heel. One more time, deepen the stretch and then rise your arms up again, look up, open up your chest, your heart space. Inhale in your chest and then come into lizard stretch, grabbing your back foot with your left hand. Maybe you need a strap to catch the foot, so just see what you need here or what your body needs, and pulse for 3 times with your foot towards your buttocks, coming into a lizard pose. You can always take and use a block underneath your elbows to elevate your upper body if this position is too low on your hips or your hip flexor on the right side. So just feel what is possible for you here and let your breath lead the way, and your body will follow. And we are changing the sides, tilting the pelvis, straighten your lower back and deepen your low lunge by pushing your hips forward to the right heel. And one more time. Very good. And then open up your arms, your chest. Remember, even gentle movements are powerful, so you don't have to go as deep as you think you need to. And then grab, maybe with your hand or with a strap, the back foot and pulling it to your pelvis, opening your quad. And for lizard pose, bring your head down so you can relax in your neck and your shoulders. And always think the goal isn't a pose, it's how you feel inside it. Great. And then we are going for a hero stretch. For this stretch, please bend your right knee and straighten your left leg to the front with your hands behind the hips, and you feel the stretch probably already in your thigh. And then bend your elbows to go a little deeper into the stretch and stay up, or maybe go deeper on your elbows if your hip flexor right is okay with this, stay here. Feel the stretch in your thigh, or maybe you can go further by putting your left foot on the right thigh, grounding your right thigh and knee to your mat. Stay here and then slowly release. Straighten your right leg, shake it off for the second side. So left leg bend, open your chest and bend your elbows to just see how far you can go. Great, and then listen to your body. Stay up, upwards, or go deeper on your forearms. If it feels good, stay. If it doesn't, shift. This practice is yours. With your right foot on the left thigh, you would deepen this stretch. Decide by yourself. And then release both legs off on the ground, and then slowly go on your back, bringing your soles together and rubbing your hands to create some warmth and energy. Put your hands on your hips, on your groins, and relax. Pushing your feet slightly together and opening your knees to the sides, so the hips are warmed up and you can see how far this journey will be for you today. Every day is different, so just observe and do what feels right for you. You can grab your elbows behind your head and then straighten your legs in front of you for Shavasana, for your relaxed time. With every exhale, imagine you're releasing a little tension. You feel heavier and heavier and more relaxed. You can stay here in your Shavasana or go with me into cross-legged position. Thank yourself for the practice, and I thank you for practicing with me today. See you tomorrow for day 3. Thank you very much. Namaste.